Dude, I thought I was gonna die. And your body is so resilient. It wants to live. It wants to perform. And it will do what you ask of it. People just don't ask enough. I'm here for a reason, dude.
Yeah.
100%. Plus I'm stubborn.
Yeah, that helps. If you had cancer, diabetes, a heart attack that was supposed to take you out, but you get another day, what more do you need, right?
And you're so lucky. You know, and I get pissed off because you see these guys that are at home with their good hearts.
Yeah.
And their non-diabetic bodies. And they just do nothing with it. And I'm like, if you even knew how privileged you were to be normal, then you would never take that for granted, you know? And so it's like, God gave me the obstacles to understand how lucky I actually am. That's the difference.
About 5 months back, I get a DM from somebody on Instagram. He says, hey, I'd probably be the hardest client you've ever coached. I was like, okay, that's a weird message. Then he goes on to say, yeah, I had cancer, beat it. I have diabetes. And a couple years back, I had a heart attack that almost killed me. I have 30% heart function and I want to do a bodybuilding show. I was like, well, let me renew my liability waiver. No, I was like, all right, I got to meet this guy. So I had him come to my studio in Scottsdale. We sat down and I got to know this man named Carl. And Carl told me about his story. And he told me about the fact that he's pretty much here on borrowed time. And his whole goal is to inspire people to continue pushing and make the most out of every single day. And Carl and I linked arms and we took him from over 18% body fat to 10% body fat. And he stepped on stage at his first ever men's physique show. If you're new here, my name is Jacob Beneventi. I'm the owner of Limitless Transformation Coaching. And we work with leaders just like Carl to help them transform so that they feel better, look better, and ultimately can lead their people better. Without any further intro, we're gonna roll into the video. Enjoy.
We might have talked about this, but the show itself, it kind of serves to give feedback, especially if you do more than one. You're gonna learn so much tomorrow. Just seeing other people, seeing how you feel on stage, being able to watch back footage, being able to see your physique under the light, and then be like, okay. And then you're gonna be like, where could I, again, sculpt? Where do I need to add on clay, remove some?
I'll never be satisfied. That's the problem. I'll never be satisfied.
That's real. As much as it's an extreme push with everything else you had going on, when we think about your health metrics, what we've seen, it's been pretty cool, dude.
Diabetes, man. So like, I got diagnosed March 2018, right? And you know, they put you on the metformin, they put you on, you know, all the drugs and everything like that, right?
3,
got off metformin.
2, 1, rest them.
Yeah, got off metformin because it just wasn't working anymore. It like has a lifespan to it, right? Like it'll work for a little bit, but then it can only jam in so much glucose into the muscle for so long or store it in your liver. And that's what it's designed to do. So then you become even more insulin resistant. Then you have to take insulin. And it's like the only way to get your blood sugar down. So then I'm like, okay, so I started taking insulin. Well, the more insulin you take, the more insulin resistance you get. And so for the first time, dude, since 2018, nothing. Even when I eat.
No spike.
Yes, I have a spike, but it comes back down.
Yeah.
Previously, I'd have a spike and it would stay. So for example, if I had a protein bar, 15 grams of carbs, blood sugar starting would be 100. It'd be up to 210, 220.
Yeah.
But it would stay there for hours.
Wow.
Now it's like, you know, it'll spike, but it come right back down naturally.
Just like somebody without diabetes would have.
Yeah, but I get more of a spike, right? Okay. So like your blood sugar will probably go 110 and come back down. Mine will go to 210 and come back down. But it comes down naturally without injecting insulin, which is a big thing.
The show was obviously a goal for pushing yourself, inspiring other people, but with seeing that.
I think the unintended side effect was, dude, my blood panels are good. My cholesterol is almost normal for the first time, and I'm not on cholesterol drugs. I didn't realize how much weight I was holding here. And I went back and I looked at pictures from right before you and I started, and just seeing how I still had abs. Right? But the amount of fat that was surrounding it, the amount of fat in your shoulders, in your arms, and seeing the separations in your, you know, the vascularity, and just like seeing veins in my chest, seeing veins in my abs.
So you think you caught the bug, huh?
Yeah, man, because I can see it now.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. I thought it'd be one and done, and then it becomes that chase.
Yep.
It's nice though, because you've been an athlete your whole life. Bodybuilding, it gives you a very tangible goal that informs your training and nutrition. And so even if you don't love bodybuilding, you love progress. And then the bodybuilding stage serves as an opportunity to see your progression year after year.
Is both subjective and quantifiable, which is really unique.
It is unique.
Because usually it's either subjective or just quantitative. This is like, you have both, because you can say, okay, I'm 10.6.
Laterals next, grab the 12.5s.
Yeah, so then you're like, okay, well, I need to be at 7.5 to be on the stage where I want to be.
What led into the decision to do a show? You have the heart attack, you get diagnosed with diabetes when you're 30 what?
39.
When you're 39.
Yep.
You have the heart attack at?
44.
44. And then you decide to do a bodybuilding show?
47.
At 47. After you have the heart attack, the doctors say you have how long to live?
Average is 5 years.
The average is 5 years after having a widowmaker heart attack.
With the condition I have, because I waited too long to go to the ER. I waited 4 hours. So much damage was done. So I only have 31% heart function, and it's really damaged. So a big part of this is therapy, So mentally showing myself and others that you can do it.
Yeah.
Is it easy? No. Honestly, hardest thing I've ever done. And I did a half marathon in January, and they said that couldn't get done.
Yeah.
So here I am. And I saw my cardiologist on Tuesday, and he's like, I've never seen it. Never. So, he's got thousands of patients.
Yeah.
I'm one of one.
So the medical projection is getting redefined by...
Yeah, we'll see what it is long term, right? But most people with my condition, they're on a couch permanently.
Yeah.
And so...
And they just accept that, though. Are they encouraged to not move and to not exert?
They're encouraged
and to
to
not
move.
push?
Everybody goes through cardiac rehab.
Okay.
They push you pretty hard, harder than you think you can. But then people give up because it's difficult. It's really hard.
What does it feel like after having a heart attack to go do a normal task? Like, could you walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded?
No. And I still have issues, right? So when I first started day one cardiac rehab, treadmill was 2.3. I didn't make it the full 10 minutes as 0 incline. Didn't make it the full 10. Next day it was like I made it to 10.
Yeah.
Next day is like I did it maybe just a little easier. Then they move it up. And then I remember they moved the incline to 3 and 3 miles an hour. Dude, I thought I was gonna die. And I didn't, and you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And that cardiac muscle, it adjusts. And your body is so resilient. It wants to live, It wants to perform, and it will do what you ask of it. People just don't ask enough. And that's really important to understand, is that your limit isn't here, it's here. And so with that in mind, I'm like, let me redefine what it means to push. Let me show people what they're capable of. Because there's somebody at home right now thinking that their life is over. Because it happened to me. I'm on a couch, I can't move, I can't get to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I need help getting to the bathroom. And at some point, dude, you're like, well, why am I here?
Yeah.
So it's emotional. It's like, you gotta push. You can't ever give up. I'm not one to give up, ever. Yeah, they're getting pumped up.
Tux.
Oh, God.
Yeah, buddy. When you're sitting in your hospital bed after the heart attack, were you having that conversation with yourself of like, this is a turning point, this is not gonna define me, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes?
I didn't realize how serious it was.
You didn't even know?
I didn't think it was that bad.
You're like,
I'm like,
when do I get to leave?
I'll be out of here in a week.
Yeah.
I'll be back to work in 5 days.
So they didn't know the extent. You're in there, you're laying back.
They knew the extent.
You didn't.
I didn't accept it. It was like, it's nothing major. I'll be all right. Just hand me my clothes, man. Let's get out of here. And that was not the case. I was hooked up to all the machines.
Yeah.
Had a team of doctors. I had my kidneys failed. Had pneumonia. I was in bad shape. I'm just lucky to make it out of there. Think about it. 88% of the people that have that heart attack inside the hospital, 88% die. So
who have it in the hospital.
Who have it in the hospital. Yep.
You know the percentage of people who have it outside the hospital?
It's terrible. So I'm here for a reason, dude.
Yeah.
100%. Plus I'm stubborn.
Yeah, that helps.
For sure.
That helps. Did you think about life and death and faith and God?
Completely changed my mind. God and I have had a hard relationship, especially growing up where I grew up to, where you see a lot of bad stuff, you know, and just the worst of the worst. And I lost faith for a long time. And I think the defining moment for me was really 9/11, where a lot of my friends got killed, you know, and it was like, why would you let 3,000 innocent people die, you know, when you had the opportunity to change it? And it's ironic that it was in the name of religion, right?
Yeah.
And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, this doesn't make logical sense to me. And so really moved away from believing in God for a better part of, 25 years. And then you look at crazy things, and you can call it the law of attraction, you can call it fate, you can call it faith, whatever it is. But when you have an event like mine, where there's no logical explanation for me to be here, there's only one thing, and it's got to be God brought me back to do something bigger and better. And I think he tried to tell me so many times. You know, I fought cancer, I fought diabetes, and he kept shaking me. Wake up, wake up. And then this is the last chance where you're like, look, if you don't listen this time, I can't say it any louder, right? And so I listened. I'm like, okay, I got you. Message received. And now it's my duty and obligation to execute on the privilege I've been given to have a second chance. And so I'm gonna make everything from that, and just give it everything I've got.
Yeah.
Yep, it's completely different. And then you start to see the world a little differently too.
Yeah. For
sure. And it's like, I saw a really good diagram the other day. There's two guys in deep holes that they can't climb out of, right? And there's a tree right in the middle. And both guys are wandering around trying to get out of this hole. But the thing is just too big, and it starts raining really hard, and the water starts filling up the hole. And one guy's like, shit, man, I'm drowning. And then it starts lightning all around, And the guy's like, I'm gonna die down here. Lightning strikes the tree. The branch falls over on one side. The guy builds a ladder and gets out. And the other guy is worried about drowning, but if he had waited long enough, he would have realized that the water would have floated into the surface and he'd climb out. So God's got a really unique way of helping you out. And it might not seem very direct in the beginning, but it's very intentional. And the thing is that you got to help yourself. At the end of the day, he can extend the branch. He can give you the tools that you need. But you got to pick those tools up and use them.
Yeah.
That's your duty and obligation. So a completely different mindset.
Yeah. I think a lot of people can take motivation from that. Just like how you show up every single day. Because if life is a gift, if you had cancer, diabetes, a heart attack that was supposed to take you out, but you get another day, what more do you need to fire you up?
Yeah.
Right.
And you're so lucky. And I get pissed off because you see these guys that are at home with their good hearts and their non-diabetic bodies, and they just do nothing with it. And I'm like, if you even knew how privileged you were to be normal, then you would never take that for granted, you know? And so it's like, God gave me the obstacles to understand how lucky I actually am. That's the difference. So, pretty interesting.
Let's go.
What are we doing?
Another one here. One more time. One more tuck.
Oh, shit.
Very good.
That's just nuts.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that detail. Look at that. And then show that other side. I want to see this. Look at that. And just being able to see that the way that how clear it is. Yeah, really hit that nice and high. Boom. Flex that lat too as you do. Boom. Yeah, there it is. And then over. When you think about the physique that you built and crafted.
I'm happy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, do you think...
we came a long way.
Yeah, did you have like an image of what you thought it would look like?
Well, you always see, you know, like, oh, I should look like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
But to see it here today, I'm like, we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Took a team.
Yeah.
But we got it.
Yeah, bro.
And my wife, she's ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does take a strain on the spouse. It's a level of fixation that occurs.
Well, yeah, it's been, 4 months in the making.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, making different meals for me and like dealing with my early morning workouts.
Yeah.
At 5 a.m. and then
even like a date night, right? It's not as straightforward. You're like, I can go, but I'll probably eat before. Yeah. People don't realize the difference between just being in really good shape and then doing a show.
It's completely different, dude.
Completely different.
I mean, you can have a beach body at 15%.
Yep.
But the difference between 15 and 8 is so vast.
15% is top 1%.
I know.
Probably top point something percent.
Right.
And then when you talk about going from, 10 to 15 to 12, elite, you're talking about 12 to 10 or below, which again,
So
I think you're
tough.
probably just below, I think you're in the single digits, like maybe high single digits right
I
now.
love that, yeah.
But most people look at you and be like, well, where's the fat? There's no fat anywhere.
I know,
People don't
but there's
realize
still...
it. And you lost how much? How many pounds of fat? Or how much weight in general?
For DEXA,
Yeah,
over 20 pounds.
over 20 pounds.
So 23 in the DEXA. Mm-hmm. But
Of pure fat.
of pure fat.
As somebody who came in and I'm like, this guy's lean, he's fit, he's athletic.
Dude, 23 pounds.
Yeah.
Of,
If I would have told you that, you would have been like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. 23
Right.
fat. You're right. Like you're like, where's it at?
and you don't realize.
People don't know.
And it's hidden underneath your skin. It's hidden everywhere.
Yeah,
It's just nuts.
all over.
And think about it. So I did 500,000 steps in the last month.
Yep.
Plus I was probably averaging 400,000 for the 3 months prior. So that's 1.2 plus 500, 1.7 million steps of excess energy. Of excess.
Yeah.
Because we were in a deficit. We weren't even really digging that deep.
Right.
And it's like people don't realize how much fucking fat there's.
How fat they are. That's like
why-
legit.
I said on my story the other day, I'm like, I didn't realize how fat I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were 17%, right? When you started?
18 and a half.
18 and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you were just prepping for a show because you're a bodybuilder. You were doing this, and I didn't even know at first, because we sat down and we had a serious conversation about, are you sure you want to go on this journey?
Yeah.
Day one. I didn't know you were prepping your business to sell.
Well, I didn't either. The timing on that was just strange, and then we started having conversations in early September. And it was like, dude, throw all that in. And those were long weeks because all the due diligence and all the discovery and all the conversations. And so I didn't really realize what I was headed for. It was like, okay, so we're gonna do 100-hour work weeks plus 20 hours in the gym a week, plus the meals, the energy deficit, the sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
Throw every single obstacle you could possibly my way. The diabetes, the heart failure.
Yeah.
And let's do it all at once. See what happens.
Well, it's a testament to your mind, man. That would have broke anybody. I don't know one person who could have worked that many hours, slept that little, while also executing a deficit, not just to get healthier and lose weight, but to get ready for a bodybuilding show, your first ever bodybuilding show. So there was a couple of moments where we were like, hey, is this?
I mean, I called you with mental breakdowns in the parking lot. I was like, I don't think I'm made for this.
Yeah.
You had to walk me through, talk me off the ledge a couple times.
A couple of times. And we did.
We did it.
And we're here today. But so what'd you learn through that process, selling your business?
That was so difficult for me mentally and emotionally because you put 11 and a half years of your life, which was a core of my life, into a business that no longer belongs to me. Really strange feeling. And you lose sense of purpose a little bit. You lose, I woke up the next day and I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, what the heck do I do now?
Yeah.
There's no direction. And so you lose that because you wake up every day and you're so comfortable. You're in a routine, right? Where you go to work and you have to 20 things you need to do that day. And then all of a sudden it's gone. And what you thought you were going to do for the next 20 years is gone. So what do? So had to fill that void pretty quick. But it was the right move. Just timing on it was weird. But with all the shit going on,
right,
it was tough.
Yeah.
So live one time.
Yeah.
Just go. You've got a lot of doctors saying, you'll never run a half marathon. So I was like, okay, check. Let's put that on the list. Did a half marathon. And I'm like, what else can I do this year to really prove to myself that I'm capable of anything? And it was like, what's one of the hardest physical things you could do? It's a bodybuilding show. And so, really for me, it was part of the healing process. And again, proving to myself that you can do it and you don't need to be a victim. You can be a victor. And that's a big thing for a lot of people too. And I really want to inspire other people too, because there's so many people that have diabetes, that have congestive heart failure, that are going through major life events, or have cancer, or maybe they just got into a bad relationship and they just got out, right? And they're like, yo, I need a mental switch. I need something to motivate me. I need somebody to tell me that that they're capable. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter what your situation is, you can overcome pretty much anything you want. And that's really important for me to get that message out, because there are so many people that, that don't realize their full potential. And one of the worst things I could think of is that, somebody with a massive amount of potential never gets to exercise that potential. And instead they fall into this trap, they become victims, and they give themselves an excuse to not execute. And I'm here to remove all those excuses. You're looking at a guy that could use all the excuses. And I don't think anybody in the world would blame me if I were just to hang it up. I think people would be like, yeah, the guy's been through a lot. It's okay. And I'm here to tell you that if there's any fight in you, you have to exercise on that. No pun intended, right?
Yeah.
And so if I could leave you with anything, is that the worst thing you could do is sit on your deathbed and you'll always regret the things that you didn't do that you knew you could. And that's going to eat you to the very last moment. And so don't wait to that moment. Execute on all that right now.
Yeah.